welcome back to my channel. Just wanted to show you a quick little tip. I'm redoing, I'm repairing some stucco, actually some major repair work. This probably should be just taken off and redone completely, but trying to go on a budget and save it. I'm not going to go into the details of all of this, but I will show you something that a lot of you guys probably deal with and you're not quite sure how to deal with it, and that's these fine little cracks right here. A lot of times you'll have them going up the wall kind of like this, but you know, usually they're a little bit bigger. And what a lot of people do is they look online and they go, oh yeah, just put some caulking in there and then paint over it and that'll be good. Well, it's just a little bit more involved, and usually when you do it just like that, where you just put some caulking on it and then paint over it, it's very obvious. You can see it because people usually just put the caulking on it and then wipe it down. They might not even wipe it down, and then they paint over it, and there's really no blending here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do this properly. Not silicone, because silicone you can't paint, but you take a silicone base, all right? And it doesn't really matter what you get as long as it's silicone based and it's water cleanup. The silicone base actually makes it more waterproof, and the fact that it's water cleanup means obviously it's easy to clean, and you can take a rag or whatever and clean your tools up. So what you want to do is you want to place a bead in here. I cut my tip very fine. You want to put a bead in here, and usually I'd like to do it twice because the the caulking does shrink. And so the first one, you can kind of just put it in there and let it dry, usually overnight. And then the second one, you do what I'm going to show you now. So pretend like this is already a second coat. So first of all, let me put the bead in there. And again, holding the camera kind of sucks. I'm just going to do a little part right here. So get that in there, because the main part I want to show you is how to blend it in. All right. So you might even want to go a little bit high, so top it off. Okay, that's good enough for now. Just again, for demonstration purposes. Then you go from one side to the other, not just going across like this, not across the top just like that, but you spread it out to the side, like that, and to the other side, and that way you still leave a hill, so to speak, in the middle. Okay, and then you just blend it out like that. Same thing on the other side. Okay. And then, so that's nicely blended in. And then what you do is you just take your finger already with some silicone on it. I keep saying silicone, it's not silicone, with the caulking, and then you dab it until you get, look at this, let me go real close here. Okay. You see how it has that, let me see my finger here. It has that texture going on there, and the other part that I didn't dab is still smooth, right? See that? So just take your finger and just dab it like that, and then you get these little raised bumps that look very, very similar. I gotta put one more in there. Again, demonstration purposes. See how that's still too low? That doesn't happen when you put it on as a second coat. So again, this is for demonstration purposes only, just to show you that texture. And that texture you just get just by dabbing your finger quickly like this, and then you get these little peaks on there that look very, very similar to the texture here, and it blends in really nice. That way, when you paint over it, you won't be able to see it, or at least very little. And of course, you can just understand that this will look much better than if you just take your finger and just smooth it across. All right, that's it. See you next time.